Hopefully that works. And then we're going to shift just slightly. There we go. All right, folks. Welcome back to Danger's Edge. We are back here doing my daily axe and knife throwing stream. This stream is to share my workout. We actually might do my literal workout. Usually for these lives, we're doing challenges just to keep my skills hot on all types of throwing and also just entertaining. Because if you do any kind of sport, you realize that, at the high level, and it doesn't have to be the high level like pro, but high level for every individual at their skill level, the high level of doing any activity like a sport is to be constantly pushing your limits. And that's what I think is really fun about knife and axe throwing. It's the same thing with mountain biking. Every time you go out, no matter what skill level you're at, you're trying to progress. You're trying to walk away with a new jump, trying to walk away with a new technique mastered. And so that's what we do with these lives. It's me challenging myself, because when I do my workout or I'm throwing for just myself, I don't really expand my skill set. I just kind of chill. It's my chill set. And so this live, we're going to try out some new things. We're going to, well, not really super new, but we're going to pin some cans. We're always going to do our backflips. We're going to throw with our other hand today and do some right hand throws. As you all know, I'm a lefty, but I've been streaming every day for a very long, I feel like 3 weeks. I've been trying to stream every weekday as my workout. And with that, I've been pretty much exclusively throwing right arm because of this camera angle. The camera angle is designed for my left hand, but I want to do some right hand because I feel like my right hand used to be a lot better. Back in the day, when I was scootering at like a skate park, it's actually a street spot in Oakland. I was doing a scooter trick, and I missed the grind and fell and hurt both my wrists like that. I fell, and ever since, that day, I hurt both wrists, but my left hand was completely out of commission. I almost broke it. It was like a major sprain. And so I had to throw knives and axes with only my right hand. And that's when I started messing with it more, and I kind of like the idea of using both in terms of building skill sets. So right now we're just throwing some axe, or we're trying to just get our intro in, get some people trickling in. Welcome to Danger's Edge. We're going to throw some knives. We're going to throw some axes. We have some cans we're going to pin to the log. We're going to do a backflip for you guys. And then we might even do some skateboarding. That's like the bonus features. If we get through the live stream deep enough and I still got energy, I'll bring out the skateboard. Last time we had you guys calling out tricks for me. I think I did every trick that was asked of me. So right now, we're just throwing some opposite hand axe. I have good form, I can see, but I'm actually kind of over rotating and I'm throwing with much power. So let's correct that. Like that. Okay, see. Helps to lock in, focus. There's a lot of factors going on with axe and knife throwing. There's time and space. Those are the two big ones. Time it takes it to get there, the space it travels. Those are usually the two big ones I think about. And it's important to watch your first throw. Watch how this axe goes in. Because what this told me is it came in a little late. Now what I mean by that, I'll take this one out. See how it's tilted in? It means that the blade didn't hit straight on. It went too far over. So when I see something like that, what I want to do for my next throw is throw and extend more, and that's going to make it travel less distance and under rotate. Like, that was pretty good. Yeah, so I'm actually keeping this angle. It's kind of a really sick angle if you look at it, though. It's a cool way of, I think it's a cooler look than sticking it like flat like that, you know? It's got like a little twang to it, but for that example, I was trying to get them flat. So I'll check the chat. How we all doing? We're just getting started here. Test on your neighbor. Are you The Sopranos? I've never watched The Sopranos. It's been on my list, but I kind of have this bad trend of not watching old media. You know what I mean? Like, I pretty much watch everything from my birth year and up. But yeah, it's hard for me to go back and watch old shows, especially. But I'm actually more in a movie kick these days. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let's do some throwing of all kinds. I'm gonna be right back, folks. I got a whole arsenal here. We're gonna have some fun. But what I'm going for over here, maybe I can actually. This is like a cooking show now because I've been repainting my knives. They were red before, and so they were red. They were kind of missing red. They were rusty. So what I did was I put them in a tub of vinegar, and you just leave them in the vinegar. And I came back this morning, all of the rust was like burned off by the acidity of the vinegar, and the paint as well. So then they were kind of just raw metal. I wiped them down, and then I just spray painted them blue, and that was like today. It looks like they're pretty much dry though. Ooh, they're nice and warm. That's kind of nice actually. A little heated knife. So we're gonna just pick these off, check the paint, and then they go off to the log like a sea turtle born at the beach. Yep, that one hit the dead spot. Yeah, I always like customizing my knives. This blue is specifically so you guys could see it easier in the stream, because I know if it's just like a black hunk of metal, it can get lost in the shade. These ones don't look that bright on the log right now. It is in the shade though. Ooh, this one's like actually really hot. We're gonna hit the other log. Oh, we missed. All right, last one. Let's hit the other log. There it is. Oh, I've never thrown hot knives. That's interesting. So if you go check out our long form, we have a bunch of videos of us throwing in the wilderness. We have a team of us that go into the wilderness in national parks, national forests, wherever. Oh my God, those are so hot. And one place we have thrown is in Sequoia National Park. We just take trails, and you'll see the Forest Service cut down trees like this, and this will just be in the woods, propped up on another log. So we just get a few throws in while we're hiking, and it became a really fun thing we do together. It's gotten us to travel as a team of friends. Like, I never used to go to national forests, and I always wanted to. And by doing the axe and knife throwing in the woods, it kind of had this like new objective there that really got me to start visiting the world. We're just throwing some half spin here. Paint, interesting texture to it. We're getting some bounce outs. There's a spot on this log we call the dead spot. It's right here. And the dead spot is essentially extra hard wood. It's like a knot in the tree. So it's if you're gonna throw a knife there, you gotta pretty much throw it extra hard, or it'll bounce out. You'll see like the tip just fly out right there. These are kind of sticking together. We're just doing some half spin to warm up. Yeah. My other knives, I'll show you those. They're drying right now too. These are my favorite type of knife. We can get a close look at these. These are the Sureflight by Cold Steel. They come usually in black, and they have the logo there. What I really like about them is they layer really well on top of each other. See that? So what I can do here is throw two at once and almost do the same exact form, like that. But they're also symmetrical. So some knives, let me grab one for you. I don't really have one. Oh wait, it's over here. Let's see. Some knives are asymmetrical. They're not the same, like a mirrored image. See that? So when you throw this one, there's like two different ways you can throw it based on how you're holding it. You know, like this or like this. But I prefer symmetrical knives. I just like the idea of like a complete thing. And I think it helps with all the different throws too. You can try a lot of different techniques. This has been half spin, but let me do a no spin. It's a different technique. You're going to hold it like this and push on the ridge to stop any rotation. Whoa. That's essentially how it works. We do a lot of no spin here. If you've been here for a minute, you'll know some no spin. Yeah, the gloss on these knives, they usually when you have knives like this that aren't painted, they have a different texture. What I'm realizing is that these are very smooth, and it's kind of nice, like overwhelmingly. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I could have it so good. So let's just throw for a sec. Let's get our power up. Okay, nice. Trying out some no spin on these. I sanded them too, so the ridge is really smooth on these. Usually, from throwing knives like this, you'll see them hit each other. And when that happens, they can leave marks and gashes, and even like metal splinters. So it's good to check your equipment. But now they're really smooth. I can trust that it's like a fluid feeling. So we're just throwing some half spin first. That's half spin. Now we'll do the no spin. We hit the top one. All right, cool. Now we'll do full spin. We're going to grab the handle. This one always gives me a hassle. We'll overspin. Nice adjustment. There it is. Sweet. So that was 3 different throw techniques with the new blues. I'm going to call these the true blues. The Blue 6 with the Blue Man Crew. Maybe that's a good one. The Blue Man Crew. Or it could be Smurfs. I got all these ideas for these. Are these the Smurfs, the Blue Man Crew? What should I call these knife? The knife. What do you call a duo of 6? What's the word for that too? Let's do a random assortment of throwing techniques. Let's hit the other log with a no spin. Oh, we're getting some crazy bounce backs today, folks. Wow, that was a weird throw. Yeah, sometimes they bounce back. You have to be aware of that. I think every sport has a fun little spice to it. Ours, that shit bounces back. Which is funny, you know. I think that people think knife throwing is dangerous, and it can be. It can be that, you know. But it's probably the least dangerous hobby I have compared to like skateboarding or mountain biking, because those, you almost get hurt every time you go out. Almost. Yeah, we're just throwing. I should check the chat after this set. I've been throwing a lot this week, and so I'm trying to take it easy today, but it's really fun. I'm having a great time. We got 11 likes. Nice. How's everyone doing? A challenge? Can you throw 2 or 3 at once? Nick, we got that. Let's do it. In fact, we'll throw 2 and 3. So there's several techniques to throw a lot of knives at once. And I think what I'm going to go for is full spin. I know you're like, Ryan, you always say your full spin is your weakest throw. Well, when I'm throwing multiple knives at once, what happens is the weight of the knife is heavier, right? There's more weight in your hand. And as long as you keep them together, what that weight does is it gives me data on how heavy the item in my hand is. And I can do double throws like that. That was 2 full spins. And we're going to do 3 as well. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to give it more time to rotate, because when you throw heavier and more things, for some reason, it takes longer to rotate to get to the same log. This is 3 in a row, folks. For Nick. Oh, Nick, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. We'll give that a try again. Oh, yeah, it feels like a good throwing day. We actually have a pumpkin here, too. One of our traditions here is we carve pumpkins using axes and knives, just as we're throwing now. So if we get to 1,000 likes, we are going to throw this up on the logs, and we're going to throw at it and see what kind of smiley face I can carve at 1,000 likes. Otherwise, we're going to wait a little longer till we're closer to the spooky season. So that's one of our goals right now. So let's go for that 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Layer them. We're going to throw them like a regular full spin, but give them more time to rotate. And there it is, folks. That was actually a really good spacing, too. So that was 3 at once for Nick. And I feel like doing some no spin, clean up this hand. And then a half spin on the other log. There we go. Oh, we're feeling good with knives today. We're doing good. Checking the chat. Nice. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, so anyone else have challenges? Also, please someone give me the ear emoji. The ear emoji, if you can hear my voice clearly through the microphone in my ear. Sometimes it doesn't work with the stream. And the point of this is so you can hear me when I'm talking and facing away like this. So we're going to get into another cool challenge, something you wouldn't expect, something you would expect, something you wouldn't expect me to expect you to expect. Ow. But what we're going to do is we're going to pin a can. Woo! We try to pin 1 can a day. We got a LaCroix sponsor us. This is a pamplemousse, one of my favorite words that I've found out about in the last 10 years. I feel like we should pin it with a knife today, but I'm holding an axe. So I think we're going to pin this with a knife today. Just because I've been pinning a lot with axes. And we got, oh, you know what? Hang on. We're going to go grab the other new knives. You're gonna for a treat. Here we go. Stay tuned. I'm grabbing my extra knives, my new ones. I think I can actually just use one of these right now because the other one is half painted. But I painted a few of these knives chrome. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like aluminum. And so the reason I did this, wow, this feels so cool. Hang on, and this is another one, but I think, oh, I did paint. No, I didn't. So this one's in the process still, but check this out. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to do 2 things. So, first of all, this is the other one, the other chrome guy I just painted. But as you can see, it is not done on this side. This is the Condor Dismissal. So this one I just painted, well, I sanded them with the vinegar. And when you do that, it becomes bare steel. And what happens with bare steel is it rusts, it gets oxidized. So we usually paint them. So this one I painted blue. This is the same knife, chrome. And the reason I do this is so that way they don't rust, and I can throw without needing to worry about rust. There's other knives, though, as you saw me throw this guy, which is stainless steel, and so this won't rust. It does have rust marks from where it hits other knives and cuts into it. But yeah, that's my little TED Talk. Now this, I want to throw this one. This is actually my favorite knife I own. You can't really see the patterning that's on it under the paint, but it's always under there. I could always get the paint off. But I want to give it its first throw, and we're going to do a no spin. So hopefully it goes in. There we go, bottom left. This knife has a very cool story with it that maybe I'll get into. I don't feel like telling it right now. It's a lot of words. But this is my favorite knife. A lot of history. Kind of like everyone's got their prized hobby item of some kind. Another one I could think of is my old baseball mitt. Haven't worn that in a while. Played baseball for 12 years in high school. I stopped because I got into skating and scootering. But yeah, so now after a few throws, we get the tip bare so you can see the steel under all that paint. And that's going to happen. You're going to have like 2 inches of paint gone, but the rest of it should stay chrome for quite some time. And I'm excited to see how that looks on camera. So we're going to throw at this. We're going to throw at this. I'm going to check the chat in a second. So if you have a challenge for me, please start talking. Remove that. We're going to hit this can. At 1,000 likes, we're going to break the pumpkin open. 1,000 likes, we're going to fruit ninja this and carve my first pumpkin of the season. And at the end of the live stream, we're going to do a standing backflip in the grass and maybe even skateboard. All right, I'm going to check that, and then we'll get this challenge going. How are we doing, folks? Dope triple throw. Thanks, Jarvis. Nick, that is just like a prop mushroom. It's actually, oh, there's a lizard. It's actually like plastic. I tried to like add flowers and stuff because I wish I could have more of a floral or like nature look to my setup. But where I'm living right now, and like, yeah, it's just hard for me to really make something like Josh has. If you go check out Josh on our channel, he's the other part of Danger's Edge. He has a wonderful log setup that I wish I could build mine up too. But right here, we just have a really good setup for technically 5 targets, but I really only hit 4 of them. The same for the other one. And so now what we're going to do is get to that pin. We're going to pin a can. So I always try and pin a can under 10 tries. I think that's like, if you can get a can pin in 10 tries, you are really good at zoning into like all the physics that it takes. You're really good at remembering that. So we're going to pin this can. I'm going to throw the can, throw the knife, stick the can onto the log. Yesterday we had 2 on the log at once, right here and here. So if I pin this, we're leaving it on the board, and we'll try to pin the other one next to it. So here we go. First pin, first try. We're using one of the Blue Man Crew Smurf. We're going to go half spin. Oh, that was a good can throw. That was a good can throw. But the knife, I missed the log, so here we go. I gotta remember all my basics here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go nonverbal now for 3-4 tries. Try to start out with some serious data entry, data retrieval on how to do this again. Oh. That would hit the can. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get used to the paint on this a little bit. A little bit of a different traction level. Not bad, just different. Oh, that was it, folks. Did you see that? Can painting is pretty classic for knife throwing and axe throwing. It's a cool party trick. Oh, we're so close right now. We're so close right now. I don't consider myself like a serious can pinner. A lot of people, it might be their only relationship with knife throwing. But for me, it's I prefer big combos. Oh man, we hit the can. I think for that one though, the blade was not facing right. You can see the karate chop. I'll check the chat after this throw. Give you guys time to write me a challenge. Well, I'm gonna get this right now. This is Ryan's pick of the week or pick of the stream. One call. I don't know what I'm calling this thing. Once a stream, I say this one's it, and I mean it for that one. So this is gonna be it. I need a catchy name. Squirrel. There's a cute squirrel up here. He looks like he's starstruck, camera shy. This squirrel's actually been growing up here. I kind of raised him because I saw new squirrels and I started throwing walnuts out. And so they kind of come by. And that one, so cute. And there he goes. Wow, what a special guy. Oh, he's going to the orange tree. So, yep, he jumped in the orange tree and now he's picking one. He has like one a day. Here we go, can pin. Ah. I threw 2 sideways. Oh yeah, check the chat. Here we go. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Is that my... Nah, we're gonna leave the squirrel alone, Nick. He's just the homie. Oh, that was low. Oh, here he goes. There he is with the orange. Wow. You guys just saw a squirrel go shopping. You can't find that on any other stream. Here we go. Oh, again, we hit the can, but I don't think the knife was pointing the right way. I feel like my throwing's off. Rather like, because I feel like usually if I miss the can, I still get a good throw like this, but I feel like I'm getting distracted and I'm not pinning as hard. If you're not throwing the knife right, there's no way you're pinning anything. Oh, I was right next to it. Yeah, this is like a very challenging thing to do for sure. Not my favorite thing to do, knife throwing, but I think it goes good for streaming like this. Oh, that was so close. That was like, it was here and then it shot right next to it, so it's a bad accuracy prediction of the fall of can. Here we go. I'm gonna pin it right here. Oh, folks, that was it. All right, I'm gonna go nonverbal to 3. I'm gonna knock this out, and I'll check the chat. So give me a challenge. That felt so good. We got it, folks. We got it. Oh, perfect too. 12 o'clock. High noon. How about that? How about that? Pretty good, huh? Look at that. So our first pin of the day, nice and clean with the true blue on a LaCroix. We're gonna be leaving this up here. Look how it's in there too. This is a new instrument. Little vibrates. Sweet. Okay, we're on the board, literally. We got our can up. I'm gonna put you guys back in our spot. There we go. So if we get up to 50 likes, we're gonna be doing a backflip in this stream. I'm gonna stand on the grass and do my daily backflip. Trying to get my tripod to play game right now. There we go, folks. Again, let me know if the angle is ever funky. There we go. You should be able to see like my shoulder in the shot, but I don't need you to see my whole body. I want you to focus. This is the focal point. So we're gonna leave that up. How about we try for 20 in a row? We're gonna do 20 knives and axes in a row. And to make this challenge even spicier, we're gonna throw this pair of scissors too. We're gonna throw the scissors as our last in our 20 knife axe combo, with an extra goal of avoiding knocking down our pinned can. It would be a shame. Or maybe we should pin this first. Yeah, we're gonna go for the pin. Sorry guys, change of plans. We'll do the 20 challenge after we pin a second can, because I want to get a photo with both of them up there for the thumbnail. It's always a good. And we're gonna use the Zeal 2s by Boker. This is a big knife. This is 13-inch. That was a 12-inch, and most knives are about 10 inches, which I hate. I like a bigger knife. It just goes in easier. With more weight, you can feel what you're doing more. There's more data you're collecting as you throw, because there's a lot of times you have to make micro adjustments. Like that throw right there. I was calculating how far to throw it as I'm prepping here, and then maybe I accidentally turn my shoulder to adjust. There's so many little things going on. So much I don't understand how I can actually calculate this. That's what's cool. It's a little bit of magic to myself that I can throw a knife like 30 times in a row. I don't understand how I could be so focused. Like especially the can pin. You know, I pin a can a day. Like there's at least like 12 different things going on to be aware of. So we're gonna pin this. We're gonna pin this. What is this? Let's see what this is. I got this out of. It's a witch's brew. It's an energy drink, I think. Caramel apple. This actually sounds really good. Let's see. It does have a bit of that smell still. That caramel apple. Oh, I might have to run back. I'm gonna actually put this close because I'm gonna look at this at the store, and this is my reminder. Let's see. Nice. Make a short pinning can. Lots would love it. Make a short pinning can. Nick, do you mean like throw a smaller can? Make a you mean like make a shorts? Yeah, like the I thought you meant make a short can and pin that. Or I was like, do you want me to pin a shorter knife? Yes, you're right. We do have a lot of shorts content, and honestly, I've been wanting to pull a bunch out of these lives because we've been getting some really good stuff. And oh, by the way, technically, everybody, hold the phones. Technically, oh, even more. Okay. First, technically, was that we could get 2 in a row because I haven't tried a second can pin since I threw that one. But I did throw this knife, I think 3 times in a row and made it. So we actually have a streak going of can pin, half spin, half spin, half spin to can pin, which would be 5 in a row with 2 can pins. And that's, I've never done that, you know? So those little challenges you find, like little scores. So what I'm saying is we're going to pin this right now. I get one more practice. That's all we need. So now I really need to focus on this can, giving it a proper toss away from the other one, still on that log. It's the highest ratio of success. Here we go. Oh, failure. That was all jumbled. I threw the can away over here, and then I gave like a horrible knife throw, where halfway I was like, what are you even throwing at? It's gone. It's over. There it is. This knife, like I said, it's 3 inches bigger than the other one I threw, so it's heavier. So that means it's also longer. It's going to take longer to rotate to get to the wood. So I can't just do the exact same throw as I did with the other guy. The point will be at a different space time. It'd actually be under rotating, so it'd probably be up in the air. All right, we're going to pin this can now. We're going to go hardcore for round 2 of the can pin challenge. What's in the can? A rock? Yes, Nick. I put rocks in here because an empty can, this wind channel, is just so boring. It's not boring. It's very difficult to throw. I just want something I have more. It's the same thing with the heavy knives. I want something I have a little bit more say in for the throw. So here we go. Let's pin this. I didn't throw the knife. I thought I threw the can over the log, so I gave that one some restraint. Here we go. Okay, that was a great try. The can had a lot of time in front of the log. The knife was good form. Let's piece it together. Oh my goodness, that was so close too. It does. I do have the sense it's going to be easier, even though. Would you say this is a harder can shape than like a Coca-Cola can? It's like more length, but not as wide, like a square target. Let's get some wind. Oh, folks, we are there. It's going to be a 2-pin day. 2-pin day. Yesterday, I threw an orange at the target and I chopped it in half and stuck an X in it. So I pinned an orange. And if we get 1,000 likes, we're going to carve our first pumpkin of the year. Otherwise, you guys got to wait for that live stream. All right, let's get this. Oh, man. The can hit the blue knife already in there. Just bonked it. So now, yeah, it's like another layer playing around the pin we already got. I'm trying to throw it to the right of it. And I feel like we're not far off. I feel like more relaxed. That can change when you're pinning cans, though, because it could take a long time and you lose how close you are. You get lost. Oh, man, that would have been such a good spot, too. It was right there. It was right there. I've never pinned with this knife actually, or this cam, obviously. Here we go. Ah, man, I thought I was going to drop faster. I'm going to give it 3 nonverbal tries. Last time we went nonverbal, we pinned it, so we're going to give it 3 nonverbal to focus. Oh man, that was close. Oh man. Well, I hit the can that was already up there. I hit our pin. Whatever, I'm going to leave that one in there. I have 3 of these knives. They come in a 3-pack. Alright, now it's a little weirder. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, LaCroix is like right where I love to throw the can, so I'm having like trouble getting that rainbow toss. I'm gonna check the chat. How we doing? Yeah, go check out our long form. Check out the description of this video. Lots of good resources there. Support our parks. Oh, that was it. The can bounced off of this knife, and I saw it fast enough to try and get the ricochet, you know? It always amazes me how fast you can think. This is like less than a second, and all this is happening, you know what I mean? Let's get this right here, can pin. Oh, man, again, we're right in front of it. I'm throwing too early. Right here, can pin. My record is like 20 can pins or 5 can pins in 20 minutes, believe it or not. But I never leave them up. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, I'm so bummed because it's actually like a good bum. I felt really good about it, you know? Well, we're doing great with the knife throwing and the can throwing. We're forced to use our space on the left side there. Oh. So it's coming. It's coming, folks. Again, I'm going to go quiet mode. Oh, man. Man. I'm happy about these. This is like the zone you want to be in. This close every time. Yeah. Okay, that is the sickest knife pin I've ever done. Josh, this is specifically for you, dude. You're going to love this. You're going to love looking at this can, dude. Look how it went in. That is crazy. It went right through the front, dude. I've never done that. Wow. Look at that. That is the screenshot for sure. And then we got 2 in this one. Oh my god, look at that. So funny. Okay, I'm going to get a screenshot with the chat. So say something in the chat, guys. I'm going to screenshot the chat with the knives under it like this for the thumbnail. So let's see if I can get that. Like, maybe I'll do it like right above, or nah, we should go like this. Sorry, guys. Hang on one sec. Okay, I got a screenshot of that for the thumbnail. Wow. I've never pinned a can like that. I've never thrown a knife and done right through the front. That is hilarious. It was not intended to a degree. I wanted to pin it, but that's like, I'm going to call that one the can opener. Look at that. All the way through the butt, too. Or no, not really. It doesn't go through the back end of the knife. a can. See, it goes under the can. But wow, I told you we were on fire with those throws, folks. We were on fire with those throws. Oh man, that felt so good. That's what it's all about. That's the fun of knife throwing and axe throwing right there. That felt so fun. A lot of focus, a lot of training, hard work, and we got our throw. What a beautiful, beautiful stick. One of my favorites I've ever done. And just like the confidence I had going into it. Sometimes you're like tired, you give up. You stick it, and it's like, yeah, I got it, but at what cost, you know? But this one was like very intentional. Such a crazy pin. I've never seen it through it like that on from anything. So now, wow, that was great. That was great. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and pin, or not pin, we're going to throw as many axes and knives as we can in a row. We're going to try and do 20, actually. 20 axes and knives into logs without missing. And the last thing I'm going to throw for the 20 is this pair of scissors. And then if we can get 1,000 likes, we're going to carve this pumpkin for Halloween today, axes and knives, by putting it over there. But if we don't, then we'll save that for our Halloween specials. So I'm going to grab my 20. For this challenge, I'm going to throw 5 of the Blue Man Crew. That's a quarter of our challenge. I'm going to move this. I'm going to throw... Oh, hey now. I'm going to throw 5 axes. So that's 10 for our challenge. I'm going to throw the scissors for number 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, okay, and then I have to throw all of these to hit 20. So yeah, literally everything on the bench here. Everything on the bench is going into logs. And we're going to try and leave our can pins up there as long as they'll have us. So that's our 20. We're going to do 20 in a row. Here we go, folks. What's up, Marcos? 20 in a row, folks. 20 in a row. And technically, we have a freebie for this first try at 20 in a row. We already got the 1 in a row with our can. So that could be part of our 20 for this first round. Oh, we failed. The axe came out. So we restart. We're going for 20 in a row. Variety challenge, multi-log. Anything goes. And we're going to try and not hit down the cans we pinned. That's like an extra challenge in spatial awareness. So we'll start low. Can we get another on that log? Perfect. We might even need to put a third, honestly, to beat this. And then we'll put one here. We have to leave a lot of room for our knives. So this is about spatial awareness. Okay. Now these little black tomahawks, I actually don't throw that often. And I know I don't enjoy them. So here we go. Okay, that's great. This is another little machete axe. This is a great one for the wall. Oh, it over-rotated. It over-rotated. So how far did we get? 7. 7 out of 20. I'm going to have to start really thinking about the spacing. Because when I'm talking to you guys, I tend not to throw with good spacing. That's not entirely true. I'm just not thinking about like the long term. What I need to do is throw at the lowest part of the log first, down here. Because if I throw up here with an axe, then the handle's going to block all the target, and it's kind of like making it harder on myself. So we want to throw axes low. Axe low. And that is a great island for some big boys. Big boy island. So there we go. 2 in the first. And now we're going to try and go low with these. That's like halfway. So there's room to throw above it. Can we get even lower? There we go. Okay, so we're 4 in. Now we're gonna pepper in these small guys again. Ah, we hit the can. We hit the can and we like scrunched it up. Do you see that? It like, well, it's still up there. We're still gonna keep our cans up for that extra challenge of spacing. I'll probably do this 20 in a row challenge every day. So I want to make it, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get better, trying to do harder challenges, harder boards. So we're gonna start out with our axes again for space. We'll redo that one. It's in the dirt. But this is Dangerous Edge. Welcome, guys. We do axe and knife throwing. We do mountain biking. Right now, we're doing a lot more axe and knife throwing. We kind of go through phases of our hobbies, you know. But today, we're just throwing for fun. We already did some amazing challenges. Right now, we're going for 20 in a row, no missing. So that's where my head's at. 2 axes. That's great. We're going to move into more axes. I'm going to try and keep them low on the target. Like that. Tomahawks. Oh, we missed one. We missed one. If we can get all those up, that's all the axes. And then it's just knives from there. So all of like the biggest things will be up. So if we can keep them really tight in space, we're gonna have an easier time. We're gonna have an easier time fitting everything up for 20. But this could be a long challenge. It could end right now. We're gonna start with these actually. Why not? Okay. So the hatchets are done. It's gonna make it hard to put axes on there though. But with this, I kind of gotta get tight. I gotta use some clutch moves, you know. I'm gonna put these over here though. I still could throw between them, but that's so tight. Okay, we're off to a good start. That's all axes. The next big one is this machete. I think we should get this over with. There we go. Machete on the board. Oh yeah, we got all the blues. Okay, so now we're on to the blues. These are my best throwers. So we should be able to get this. We lost. We lost, folks. But I love throwing these. The nerves got me. We were getting up there. How many did we do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we were like 10. Yeah, there's 10. So we were halfway done with the challenge when we get to knives. Pretty fun though. Love challenges like this. This is how I do my home workouts, everybody. So I can't really do like a treadmill or like, I don't know, jump rope. I just feel like I need more exciting hobbies that get me like to gamify like this, and I end up exceeding my expectations and pushing my limits at farther bounds. So I'm gonna check the chat. We'll see how everyone's doing. We're trying to get 20 in a row without hitting these 2 down and using all the logs, including this back guy. This is the secret log. That one might actually help us with this challenge big time. You got this. Thanks, Devin. Here we go, folks. That's good placement. I'll take that. Now these hatchets, they're evil. They fall out. Sweet. Okay, we're past all the axes again. Whew. Okay. We're gonna fill up the rogue log. I only have 6. Okay, 5 of these. Oh man. These are like my best thing too. I'm messing up the one thing I throw the most. Isn't that funny? Just curb stomp those two. Whew, yeah, it's been great working out this much. If you're ever in a rut, people, maybe we all get in our ruts, you know, of like not working out or something. Right now, I've been really fighting my rut. I've been in like a really good workout routine. I've been like eating less. I work from home and I definitely eat too much food. It's just like for stimulation, entertainment, you know. But I feel like everything's in a good spot, and that's all because of the streaming. Streaming a lot has made me focus on different things. So there's 4 hatchets. Still got the big guys. I kind of left no room. That was so sketchy. Let's do it again. Yes! Okay. That placement was so good. Like I said, I put those up too high. I left no room for myself to throw under them. So I gotta like comb through them. And these go on this low guy. Yes. Okay. This is what I was talking about. I'm throwing good today. We got our knives now. We're gonna go in this other log. Dude, that's the 3rd time I've messed up. I've messed up the knife I throw the most. I'm throwing all this stuff really good. I'm wasting my hard earned. I honestly should throw these at this. Like I said, these are my best throwers, so it makes sense to throw them for the most hard to navigate locations. You know what I mean? But what I want to do is, after I fill up all the axes, I definitely want to hit that one, because it'd be a shame to throw and hit something here, because I could throw on that log way more accurate and make it easier. I don't know if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? Like, this is super full and this has nothing on it, but what if my first two are super tight on the side? You know, then I have so much room on that log. I don't have to pick the big one. There's like a better option. All right, we're gonna try one more time. I'm gonna drink some water and check the chat. So if you have another challenge or question, we're gonna do a backflip at the end of the stream. If we get enough likes, we have to get to 60 likes for a backflip. And then at 150 likes, we'll start skateboarding. If you want to see some skateboarding tricks, and call out tricks for me. I can do them all. Oh, man. See, I was trying to throw lower, but I need to throw the axes lower. I gotta keep throwing the axes first. See, there's like an order of operations to this. Because now I can fit those hatchets way above that. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Take that. Hatchets. Come on. I gotta throw these hard. Okay, that's all the hatchets. We're back to my good blue knives, the ones that have been failing me. Let's try and get hurt again. We're in. Oh, I missed. I missed the log. Whew, this is a good challenge, folks. We're sweating. The goal of this stream, too, is for me to be sweating the entire time. Like I said, this is my daily workout, and I've been trying to keep them high energy, intense, you know? So we're trying to get 20 in a row. That was 10 in a row. We're getting stuck on the blue knives. So I think next time, I'm just going to try and kick this one out. Next round, we are going to try and do those ones a little later. There we go. Oh, yeah. We're going to drink some water. So we're going to take 1 second, folks. I'm going to check the chat. How we all doing? How we all doing? Love the new setup. Thanks. Oh, have throwing cards. I don't have throwing cards, but I have cards to throw at. I got some Pokemon cards. Every once in a while, I'll put the cards up with thumbtacks and just try to throw at them. It's a fun little challenge. Whew, we've been going, haven't we? Let's see, how long have we been streaming for? Probably under an hour, 55 minutes. We still have our pins up there too, so we've been doing really good at avoiding the board. So let's get back into it. We're going for 20 in a row, Josh. We're trying to not hit down the 2 cans I pinned. Oh, that was a horrible throw. Just gonna wipe my hand off. I actually got a little cut on my knuckle. I have a knuckle cut from taking it out of the log. Sometimes you punch the log when you're wobbling the things out. That's why I'm kicking the axes out. I like punched the log trying to pull the axe out. All right, next axe. That first axe might screw us though, unless I can play to the right of it, like that. So that was. I don't know why I threw the other axe up there too. I wasn't thinking. I should have put it down there. All right, we're going off grid. We're gonna throw 1 blue right now too, out of nowhere. Throw blue. Okay, now we got our hatchets. We're gonna try and keep these low. That was a weird round. Yeah, got like a leaky finger right now. So when I was pulling the axe off like this, I punched the log. You're like so focused on not seeing the blade, the log ends up hitting you. So I'm just trying to kick this one out. The axes get so far in there that like the hardest workout of these streams is pulling them out. So I'm trying to save my lower back a bit by not yanking them, you know, like this. Unfortunately, I have to yank this one. It's not in too deep. We gotta fix the setup too. If you have a heavy enough log like this, you don't need to bolt it into the wood for it to be like stay in place. It definitely moves, but I move my setups up a lot. Okay. We're gonna start with these. I know I said I wouldn't. I don't care what I said. I just don't like throwing those too much. It's one of those things where you could throw it with the best of form and it just flops out because of fate. I'm throwing all over the place, but everything's got a home. Again, we're trying to hit 20 in a row. 2-0. So, kind of just throwing what feels right in the moment. Oh, I missed the low guy. We missed the low log, folks. Captain Low Log. Yeah, see that one in there. See if we can kick it loose a bit. There we go. Yeah, 20 in a row. It's a tough challenge. We have probably like 10 different items, like styles of weaponry we're throwing. We're throwing at least 2 different throwing styles, full spin and half spin. Full spin and half spin. I might pepper in a no spin. And remember, our last throw of the 20, the last throw of this 20 is with scissors. So it's the crazy shot. It's the Hail Berry. Halle Berry. Okay, we're going to start with random throws. See, those little axes, you can throw them really close to each other because they're like really thin, but I had more space. I chose to try and throw like right here, hoping it would do the easy thing, you know what I mean? But it didn't. I have to sand this. It has like a little mark from where it hit this one. Whew. Yep, we're getting this challenge. I'm gonna wipe off this this little splinter it has on it now. We're gonna get back to it. I have a grinding stone here, which is always great for these occasions. You just want to rub it on where you hit. I should show you this. You want to rub it where you hit the other weapon, so that way it doesn't get you. Just gonna wipe my hands off, and then we'll get back to our 20. I'll check the chat right now. I'll check the chat. How we all doing? Let's see, 20 in a row. Yeah, we're trying. We have 49 likes, folks. At 60, we're gonna do a backflip, so that'll be exciting. We backflip all the time here. What are we at now? Yeah, 49. And how many people we got here? We got 64. Nice. 64 people. Yeah, that knuckle still bleeding a little bit from log punching. So I'm just going to give it a second, too. We've been throwing pretty... I told Josh, I was like, I'm going to take it easy today. I've been throwing a lot. And then now I'm like, we're doing 20. But we got some really good can pins. And they're still up, too. I'm actually stoked on my ability to play around them. Whew. So we're going to drink a little bit more water. We're going to get back in this challenge. So check out our description, everybody. We have a bunch of links there to our merch. This is the Big Bear logo. This is our caveman crown hat. You can get stickers. We also have links to all the items we use, all the knives. Yeah, so you can go there. You can also donate to our national parks. That's in the description too. So if you're feeling generous, you can help out our forests wherever you are in the States. I'm going to wash my hands off, and then we'll get back to this challenge. We're right over here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everyone doing good? Anyone watching any cool movies? I'm trying to find some like Halloween movies I've never seen before. Trying to find some Halloween movies I've never seen before. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just prepping to have a cut. Have a cut from the log. We're trying to stop. It's when I flex my pinky. It does not help the stab. So we're just gonna chill for a sec, give it a break. What else can I show you guys? We got this pumpkin here. So we got this pumpkin. We're gonna throw axes and knives at it. We're gonna put it up there, and we're gonna try and carve a smiley face the same way that we're throwing all these axes and knives. But we're gonna do that at 1,000 likes. Otherwise, you have to wait until the start of the spooky season. Let's go look at these can pins. Weapons was all right. Okay. Yeah, I heard Weapons was really good. So I don't know what to feel about that one. Josh, I'm sure you saw this one. I was stoked on how that stuck. That was a very fun pin. Very cool. Oh, yeah, 28 years later, you're telling me that one's pretty gnarly. I'm not too big on zombies. I feel like I got burnt out on zombies from all the Walking Dead I watched, you know? Okay. So what we're going to do is let's get this 20. We're just going to take it more casual. I'm going to try and be casual about it. Make sure that these aren't sharp. They have been clashing each other. There's one. Check this one. Make sure there's no immediate. There's two. And what did I put? Oh, I put the third over here. We're going nice and slow this time. We're going to see if we don't have to throw very fast right now. I've been trying to relax. So that's 3. Now this bottom log is easy hard. It's like you gotta respect it, or you fuck up. Dang. I think it is harder actually to throw at a slower pace. I feel like I need to keep my attention ramped up to do really good. So we're gonna go back in at full force. We're changing philosophy. So there's 2. Okay, we should do the other big ones. We gotta stick to our strategy. We can't just like blow it off every time. Okay, we're gonna have to check that knife later for sparks or points on it. Okay, we are officially farther than we've ever been in the challenge. So we're getting down to the wire here. We got a few more. Got that heartbeat going. These are our last 2 knives. We still got a few more things, but this is the last knives. Oh, we missed. Okay, what was that? We did 15. That was 15. That was 16 right there. Dang. Whew. Yeah. That was our best run yet. It just shows you like the relationship I have with these knives, like the way that I know all of their different weights and rotations, the axes. I'm very proud of like the ability to do this. Like it's almost like a litmus for certain focusing skills, perhaps. You know, like you have to have a certain level of attention retainment that they do all this. Like I said, all different weights and lengths and sizes and weaponry types. This is a tough challenge for 20. We're doing at least 2 different styles of throwing, and we have 2 pinned cans we're playing around. So we're playing with negative space there. Oh, yeah, like I said, these are really in there. We don't want to punch the log again. We'll just kind of do that and kick this back into place. I'm going to check the chat after this try. So here we go. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to go for a 3rd on that log. Yes! Okay, that's so much space saved. That's so much space saved. Please be the 1. I want to throw things in hard when I throw them at the beginning because everything else is going to vibrate the board. Not a bad start. Oh! Josh, that's the one, too, that you're like is the best, easiest. I flubbed it. I do love that one, too. These are way more annoying to throw, but they have a way wider range of blade. So can we do it, folks? Can we do 20 in a row today under the circumstances? Before, we're too tired to give it honest attention. You know what I mean? So I'm going to start with these guys again. I know I shouldn't. Let's get rid of all the hatchets right now. They stress me out late game. Oh, we hit the can. We hit the can. We're going to go hatchets first. I think I bumped my pinky again. Check the chat. How we doing? Exactly, Devin. Exactly, Devin. So let's get this. Oh, what's the rule on that? How about a rethrow? That's going to be a rethrow for this one, because technically I stuck both. So if I don't get this, that's even better. That's even better. Oh, waste. It's like you do this thing where you like try to throw like you don't care and you're relaxed and comfy, because you kind of throw better when you're relaxed and comfy. But then when you miss, you're like, I wasn't trying hard enough. I wasn't focused. It's a funny way of finding blame the brain can do. But we're trying to get 20 in a row, folks. Check out our long form. I put out a video earlier this month called Perfect Days. It's actually last month. So go look at our long form video, Perfect Days. Go check out our Yosemite Remastered Edition. You'll see what we're all about. We do a lot of axe and knife throwing in the wilderness. It's our favorite kind of thing to do together as boys. Oh, we hit the can again. So we're destroying the cans. That's perfectly fine. They're honestly just another added part to this challenge, is playing around them. Which is why I should throw right there. That's what I was talking about. We're getting challenge fatigue. We're getting challenge fatigue. You're getting challenge fatigue. Sometimes you can just, when you have awareness of your fatigue, I think that's like a really good starting point for you to fix it. You know, or I don't know, get stronger. Okay, that was all the hatchets. We need to do some axe magic though. If we can get 3 on the bottom here. We might not even have to. I think I have a new strategy. Jeez. Oh, fuck, serious. Oh, we had 5 left. We had 5 left down that one. Or 6, I guess. 6. So we had 14 on the board. We had a solid 14 there. And we just started using that one. So we were winning, dude. But I threw the knife and I hit the other knife because I wasn't, like, you saw how well I was aiming here. This was great aim, but I blew it on the other one. I blew it. That's the thing. Like, once you get a combo going, your heart starts going. That's why I like doing this kind of style of knife throwing, where it's like fill up the board. You have to figure out where things should go, the order of throwing operations. It's very stimulating for, like, it's like Sudoku. I love Sudoku. Does anyone know what Sudoku is? All right, we're going to start with the hatchets. Oh, that's barely in there. Oh, no. That's going to fall out unless we, I can't hit that log anymore. We can't hit that log anymore. We can't hit that log anymore. We're screwed. Because if we hit it, the vibration's going to knock that knife out. Oh. Now, that's in a log, but that's not part of the rules. I'm not playing that far log. This little guy, Lord Far log. So that's a redo. But look, this one was like, wasn't even in. So it would be epic if we could make that count. Or like play around it, you know. We're going now, folks. 20 in a row. This is an honest challenge, I'll say that. What I'm going to do, too, is move this knife up a bit. We might actually take those out. We'll do, like, one more challenge with them in. This is a space challenge, so taking those out will significantly change the intended challenge. We'll start low. I don't have room on there. I shouldn't force it. That's the perfect axe spot. You see how much space I have? Hang on, folks. Please stand by. Just grabbing some tissue. Okay, so we have 3 on the board. Should we rid ourselves of the big ones? There we go. Okay, so that's 4 on the board out of 20. Now we're going to go to the hatchets, the scariest part. Good start. Scary. Okay, hatchets, done. Axes, done. Now we only have knives and the scissors. This is number 20. When we get 20 in a row, this is the last one we throw. We'll just kind of throw free solo for a sec. Oh, oh, we missed. Dang. But we're getting past the hatchets like pretty consistently. Maybe we should start with a bunch of knives on that log. Should we do that, folks? I'm gonna check the chat once I put these all back. But I think we'll start with the knives. We're gonna go for the knives on the solo log. And by doing that, we're gonna have space, or we'll just get the funk out. Because right now we're not doing so hot with our knives. Maybe I'll just start with these, then knives. Okay, so now we're gonna go knives. We're gonna use the weird knives first. These are the ones I only have 1 of. Oh, that missed. We gotta be honest, that missed. That was a great spread right there. That was great. If you came here looking for axe and knife throwing, in the right place. I'm gonna check the chat right now. Check the chat. If we get 60 likes, we're gonna do a backflip. If we do 120 likes, 120, I'll start skateboarding. I'll show you some skate tricks, just because I love skateboarding and it's right here. So we're gonna throw these first. I like to jump on the challenge. There we go. So we have our first 5 in. So now it's like just throwing 15. How we doing, folks? We doing good? Well, oh, yeah, we got 60. We can do a backflip now. Sick, dude. Perfect days, filmed in Tahoe. They filmed up here. Are you from Tahoe, Devin? Is that Devin who said you're from Tahoe? Okay, so we already have a start. Here we go. Now we just need to stick we need to be pro. Oh. You guys probably hear me moan too much. I gotta start doing other sounds. I can do like robot sounds or something. But you can see I've been getting a workout. That's the whole point of this. The whole point of this is for me to push myself, do ridiculous challenges. Missed. Or, you know what? Yeah, that's a miss. We are playing with this log. I forgot. This log is part of the game. This log is part of the game. I've been throwing like this for like several hours every day, and I feel so strong. I love it. Got my strength back. Yeah, that was a tough one to throw at. Again, spatial challenge. We have to make our space good, which means we need to focus for every throw. So we'll get to the backflip. I know I promised it. We're going to do it after this challenge. Oh man, my axe placement is kind of a riddle right now. We're going to get it right here. Got to get that. I'll take that. There's 2. 5 knives. And we still got the hatchets. That was so sus. Oh man. Oh. Oh, dang. We had 5 left. That was 15 again. 15 on the board. Around the obstacles. I forget. I could use this space. I keep forgetting about it. I'm gonna start with that so I can actually use the log. I just never throw it. It's kind of like a storage back there, so I'm like keeping it out of my throwing rotation, kinda. Whew. Yeah, this is my workout, guys. I love it. I'm feeling the burn. We're gonna get 20 in a row. Let's start with that far log. Get something on it. There we go. If we can put another one in there, we'd have a great start. There we go. So that's 2 up there. That's 6 in there. Now we're getting scary. Ooh, that axe is loose. It wobbled. Oh man, we're really down to the wire here. This is the one that screwed us up twice. And we don't have much space. Oh man. It's in. Okay, folks. We have 3 left. We're at 17. We have to put an axe down there. Oh. Or we could put it there. What do you think? Down there. I shouldn't have stopped, honestly. I should have kept throwing because now I'm like thinking. Okay, we'll go between those 2. Yes! Yes! All right, we have 2 left. 2 to get to 20. The machete has a high likelihood of going in. I'm going to put it right there. Yes! Yes! Okay, we have the scissors. I threw these a few days ago. We have to throw the scissors now somewhere on the board. Oh man, where's our spot? Oh man, okay, I think this is for 20, folks. The last throw, number 20, a pair of scissors. Gotta feel these weight. Gotta feel this weight. Because it's so wide, too, it could hit anything. Oh, okay, I'm gonna throw at this log. Oh, I don't like that. Where do I put it? Where do I put it? Maybe put it up top. That's super far, though. I feel like center log is what I need to do, but there's no space. All right, we're going to be pro. We're going to hit this log. Here we go, folks. Yes! 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 The scissors opened, too, by the way. Oh, yes. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. That was 20 in a row. Look at these scissors. Josh, these scissors are for you, dude. Look at how they went in. Bink! They opened in the air. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm so happy about all of that. That's 20 different throws all at once, back to back, with a pair of scissors as number 20. Okay, we're going to take a break. That might be it for throwing. Maybe not. Maybe I got a bit more. So good. So awesome. Some robot sounds, yeah. You're between Tahoe and Nevada City. Oh, dude, Devin. Yeah, I go up to Tahoe like several times a summer. So I mountain bike and I axe throw in the woods up there. I have some like secret logs I like to throw out just like this. It's very peaceful, very beautiful. So that's it, dude. I am so proud of this. This was a hard achievement. We got all my things up here. We pinned this can. We threw it in the air. We pinned it. We threw that in the air and pinned it. We threw this other knife in the can on accident. And then we just did 20 in a row. We just had to use the upper log. You see how important space is? And we didn't get the second axe on here. I got nervous at the end. So this was like one of the most clutch throws of the challenge was this silver axe. I had to put it between those two. Ah, that felt so good, everybody. That felt great. What a great 20. Probably my best 20 in a row. With multiple throwing techniques, at least like 14, at least 10 different things, different items being thrown. 4 different logs of different sizes, angles, and distances. And then scissors. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm gushing. I'm actually just proud. I'm proud. I work really hard at trying to progress. That was the whole thing today. I was saying at the beginning of the stream that we're trying to progress on throwing every day. We're trying to learn new challenges, get that workout, and it came out great today. It came out great. So I promised a backflip. I promised you a backflip. We're going to do a backflip now. I'm going to take a water sip and take my shoes off and my hat. I'm going to do a backflip for you guys. So that's what's next. That's what's coming right now. Can I get some recycled emojis in the chat for backflips? Just the green recycle emoji. That way I know that you actually care about it. I'm just curious if people want to see it, or is it like the likes were just like a coincidence? You know what I mean? So yeah, any kind of emoji. And by the way, hi, I'm Ryan. I run Dangerous Edge with Josh. Josh in the chat here, cooking with Jay, I think it is. We run Dangerous Edge. It's just to highlight the beauty of nature, preserve our parks, and we do action sports like mountain biking. We do knife throwing. We do all this kind of fun stuff. The smuggle. I said the smuggle makes you win. No, the struggle makes the win feel even better. Exactly. Fully stacked. All right, so we're gonna do our backflip time. Check this out. Check this out. The machete has that great wobble to it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna set you guys up. I'm gonna disrobe, drink some water, and we're gonna flip. Maybe even twice, because I've been getting my flips so good these days. Okay, well, here we are. Here I go again. All right, disrobe. Yeah, I got you guys on an earpiece. It should stay in. Hopefully it didn't die. But Josh, these things have a long life on them, dude. These are great headphones for what we're doing. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys my water bottle as I fill it up. Just to stay on camera. This is a really cool Owala water bottle. What I love about it is the top has like a handle hold. Has a clasp so no flies get in. And there's 2 holes there. One is actually a straw. So you could like knock it back, like you're sipping a beer, or you could sip it like a straw, like a smoothie. And so I'm just going to fill this up with this water on camera. Oh, I'm so tired after all that. That was such a tiring workout today. Oh, turning over. There we go. Yeah, great workout today. I recommend all of you guys try a new hobby. Try a new hobby outside. I didn't get into knife throwing until I was like 26 or 7, and it's been my favorite hobby. It's just it's like archery. It's like it's very patient. There's a lot of technique, and you get an eye for like certain things that really pays off when noticing that thing makes something happen in a positive way. I've been working out hard at this too. So, pretty stoked. We've been growing like crazy too. I'm going to take my socks off. I'm going to check the chat, and then we'll do our flips. We'll do our flips after I check the chat. I always remove rocks and stuff from your backflip landing. You do not want to land full force with momentum, mind you, on like a rock. All right, I'm gonna check the chat and we'll flip. All right. Yee, howdy. What's up, Andy? How we doing? We are about to do a backflip. I backflip every single day of my life, if possible. Usually I do 3. The point of it is to fortify my mind because I used to always backflip, and then for 2 years I lost it. I was like scared to backflip, and I hated how that felt. Like thinking I had the skill in my back pocket, and then I try it and I like can't do it, and I was like paralyzed. Like what the heck? So I went to Woodward. It's an extreme sports compound. I backflipped on my scooter. I backflipped into foam pits, trampoline, and I got them back to I got them all the way back to doing standing flat. And so I do them every day to fortify my mind, to test my mind's commitment to an idea, even on its off days. So here we go. Actually, knife throwing is also a lot of upper body. This is a lot of underbody, lower body. It's officially underbody now. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. Check our landing. Showtime. Oh, that one was a little corked weird, but we did it. That was a good backflip. The sun is like red in my eyes right now too. But there we go. Sweet. Still did it. I'm going to just do one today. When I go from straight knife throwing into backflips, it definitely is like sore in my legs. We got 70 likes though. That's great. I think we're going to end the stream here, guys. Check out our long form. Check out our description. You can get our merch like the Big Bear and Sequoia. You can donate to our national parks in the description. You can check out links to all the weaponry we throw. If you want to get yourself a pair of anything, just DM us too. Email us. And I'm going to pass it to Josh. He's probably going to go live tonight and do some throwing. And Josh, I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm calling you out. Hopefully you watch this in time. I challenge you to do 15 in a row. 15 in a row with at least one double axe throw. One double axe throw. So 1 axe throw with 2 rotations and 15 in a row. Good luck, buddy. Bye.